Good morning. This hair is expired.
Alright. We're in love.
Love. 10,000 naira. So this morning we are going to Ikeja.
I'll tell you the story in the future.
I'll tell you the story.
Do you remember the story?
Yes, someone from Bristol.
Everbear's boyfriend.
Yes.
In Mendes. And my leaving deal with my boys. That's it.
We are trying it out. Apparently it's a popular place for young families, which we fall under. So we are going to try it out. We tried out one other church in Lagos. Funny story. We actually left it early because I couldn't remember Olu locking the door to this house. In the middle of the service, during the sermon, I was like, I don't have a vision of you locking it. He remembers locking it, but he can't remember if it was on that day or if it was a previous day. He just has a vision of him locking it, but he wasn't certain it was that Sunday. We needed to leave halfway through the sermon. So we never got a full experience of the church. The reason why I wasn't too keen is because it felt quite like aesthetic focused. They had a space for people with kids to sit in the right corner on the back. That was right by an AC, and we were like, we don't want to sit there because our baby and Ollie's dry skin as well. And they were not keen for that. They were like, no, you have to go sit with the other parent, with the other kid in the corner. Bear in mind that baby was asleep this whole time, so he wasn't gonna wake up crying. Yeah, they were very aesthetics. We'll see what this church is like. Obviously, churches with young people are more like showy, flashy. Yeah, that church was very like Instagrammy. They had a church photographer and a videographer, and the moment we came out the car, they had like a social media team taking pictures of us. I imagine they take pictures of everyone.
Before we got greeted, by the way.
Before we got greeted, yeah. They didn't say hello, it was like, boom, phone in your face. Hello, welcome to church. This hair is expired, but guess what? I got it done for 10K. 10,000 naira. We are running late for church. But the thing is, Nigeria is a slow vibe, and I'm embracing it. We are ready for church. Got this in the ASOS sample sale with a little slit.
I'm a man, so I don't have a slit anyway. Just trousers.
And you're wearing dots
Legs.
too.
Get me in.
Dots team.
Team Ducks. Get out here. We are on our way.
Yes, we made it. We are a little bit late because we had to stop to sort out Sam. I needed to feed him. I'm really excited actually.
Same.
But we really want to find a church home that we can grow in and sow in this time. Ooh, bars. But yeah, I'm excited. You're excited. I already know your thoughts, so you share first.
Yeah, man, I'm sold. Instantly, from the vibe, there were so many young people. It felt like I could make a friend here. It felt like, yeah, even though it was loud.
It was so loud.
It was like they had the, what do you call it? They had the hospitality to let you sit where you wanted, based on your preferences. So we were like, okay, look, we have a baby.
I'm autistic.
Yeah, like it's just loud here, so let us go upstairs. And they were like, yeah, that's cool. Whereas I feel like already compared to the other church that we visited, that was like a very different vibe. So really grateful to God for that. But more the praise and the worship, even before the pastor started talking, I was like, I'm home. I literally felt like I was at home.
Yeah,
the presence of God was so tangible.
Yeah, at the end of the service, you turned and you were like, I think we're home.
Yeah, I think you're struggling with culture shock a bit.
Yes, I think there's things I struggle with, like the noise. I want to know what their children's facility thing is.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to know what they offer for children, because we're not just making decisions for us anymore. The sermon was so powerful. Oh my gosh, so powerful. But I struggled because he went off on loads of tangents. And when he brought it in, it was wonderful. And he's a wonderful speaker. And the message was so important. He was talking about gospel, sharing the gospel. And he had points about doing it first in your home, inviting people to church, all these core basic things that are so important in every day, really. So it was nice to hear a sermon, not about us being awesome or God blessing us. It was literally about, if you love the people around you, you need to share the gospel to them. And evangelism is our call as a disciple
100%.
to disciple others. And that was it. And I was like, powerful. Just, you know, and he was talking a lot about how you can grow in your faith.
It was so exciting. I think especially for me at the time where I'm building a personal brand on Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally posting videos to give God glory as much as possible.
Yeah.
And he said early on, that was the thing that really hooked me early on, is he was like, this sermon is, when you're trying to choose a church, he literally said it specifically as this, when you're trying to choose a church, it's not that you choose who politically aligns with you, or you choose someone who's always talking about relationships, or you choose
someone about business or whatever.
On prosperity. Yeah,
I'm used to an 11 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. service.
Yeah.
But this was 11 a.m. till
2
p.m.
Yeah.
I'm very near 100% set.
Yeah.
Just a few things that I'm like, but also that's not how you approach church. That's not how you approach Christianity.
Yeah.
It's not a shopping list.
No.
It's not a, fit my, whatever it is. I just want to make sure that we're not going off a pipe.
Yeah, I am very excited about, especially the community aspect, because the demographic is so.
Yeah, Ollie's already made a friend. He swapped numbers with a guy.
Yeah, and that was one of my prayers. I said, Lord, if we're going to make friends here, let them find us.
I have one last thing to say.
Go on.
One thing I need to get used to is the over, because in terms of Western culture, that's not the same, but over reverence of the pastor. And it's not unbiblical. I don't think it is.
It's actually very biblical.
Yeah, it is biblical. So, but it's just the way it shows up here. It's not just in the church; it's everywhere. People call everyone sir and your boss, and when there's a hierarchy, it's very respect based. So it's hard because obviously that culture is sometimes abused. So it's hard to detach that from the very biblical, very healthy reverence of your pastor. But yeah, so I have to get used to that, and that's not necessarily a negative on this church. It's probably just going to be something that happens in all churches in Nigeria, but it's something I need to get used to. So yeah, I'm like a research babe, so that's why I have all these questions. But I loved it.
All right. We're in love.
Okay, the plan is we're going home, we're gonna eat. I wanted to go out to a restaurant. Ollie wants to save money.
We're brokety broke.
So we're gonna go eat at home, because there's rice at home, literally.
There's literally.
And then we're gonna go visit my dad. Pray for us.
Pray in retrospect, because God's, what does he do? He surpasses time. So even if you pray now,
100%.
It impacts
The past. That's meta. This is Marvel level stuff.
Yeah, I love time movies, and one day I deep that time is actually
nothing to God.
Time is nothing to God. And the way they play with time in Hollywood is
Guys,
that's child's play to what God can do.
Before I opened all my results paper in GCSE and A levels, I would pray over them. And of course, it seems foolish, but it's actually not based on this conversation. So pray over your exam results.
God can do anything.
As you're opening them.
All right, bye.
Bye.